What's up, YouTube? My name is Al Hadi. It's Al Hadi. At university, I had studied there for 4 years. It was a good experience. I had friends, had education, and had. It was good. But the point of the video is cultural differences when you study from one culture to the other. There's a shock. The shock is so huge that sometimes it just out of control. I managed it well by being calm, staying in touch with friends and family, and having a purpose out in your studies. And that was good. It was very good. You make a lot of new friends in the new country that you're in, and you get even better education. Up more for a higher education, that's what I got for. A bachelor's degree. It was good because bachelor's degree in finance, that's what I studied, was an international studies. We had a lot of studies in curriculum such as corporate finance, international corporate finance, international financial management. And also I studied in the Netherlands, so it was a new experience with a new language to learn. En natuurlijk dat het spreken in Nederlands ook. Because I had studied in the Netherlands and I've lived there for 5 years. Easily you can speak Dutch with the Dutch people because everybody there mostly is Dutch. There are many international students there, but they're there. The Russians, the Australians, the Americans, the Sudanese, the Somalis, Chinese, the Omanis. I'm from Oman. My name is Al Hadi and I'm from Sultanate of Oman. So I was an international student there in the Netherlands. That's where I studied. The point of culture shock is that it is a wave. You start from everything is exciting. I'm enjoying my experience here. Wow, look at these people. Look at that building. Look at the whole atmosphere. And then things are getting a bit scary. What is this things I'm learning now here in this country? What are these people saying in their language? How different it is really from my country. And things go a little bit low and depressed and sad. And then after a while, you start making jokes about these things with the people you're close with and your friends. Like the people in the Netherlands, every Sunday or every first day or Sunday or Monday, every Monday of a new month, sirens go off to test the siren alarms if they're working. Because if in a real event a siren happens, sirens have to work. And so that's something as an international student going to the Netherlands for the first time and hearing the sirens for the first time is unexplanatory for hearing it for the first time. But the difference is here is that we're in Oman, and if you come to Oman for the first time and you hear the call to prayer, which is azan, it happens 4-5 times a day. 4 if you're sleeping in the morning and you don't hear the adhan, the call to prayer, then maybe 4. But 5 times a day you hear the call to prayer. For a first time here, not being a non-Muslim, is strange. And it's surprising. And it's unexpected. Back to the point in the Netherlands when I heard sirens for the first time. Knowing that it was a testing one after somebody had told us. I was in the classroom and people were there getting our first seminar. Lecturers were explaining to us, to the class was filled with international students, maybe 2 or 3 Dutch, that hey, this is a testing siren, so don't freak out. And we took it as a joke, as we're going happily, and then I listened to the sirens, and then jokes start happening after understanding the truth of it, and then things start going up. It's a chart. It's a curved chart that you can see over here. And this is part of international cultural awareness. That is, if you go to a country and then being from one country and going to another country, you see differences in your opinions and others' opinions. But the main difference that you notice is under the iceberg. Because what you see on top is very visible and it's fine, but there are things under the iceberg that can be a bit hard to understand and accept. And it can be very unnerving and very worrying at times for not understanding what it is. But to be calm and have your support network and learning about intercultural awareness, it makes you build the confidence to live in that country for longer. For what I know in my experience, a lot of students couldn't make it and had to go back home because of the difficulties of intercultural shock. It's called culture shock. And when you have such experiences, it can be difficult to focus on your studies, eat well, study, drink enough water and exercise, and things start getting more black and white when you're in a country that's green and colorful and filled with flowers. But I'm gonna take a step back and say that don't be afraid of going to a new country just because of difficult experiences or any biases if you have of that country. Because every country is a unique situation based on the historical ways of it been going through. How it had been going through historically is what shapes a country. And so if you want to go to a country that's different than yours, from an Arabic Middle Eastern country to a Western country, be prepared to face the unexpected because you will be in for a shock. That's all I have for this video. If you like it, make sure to give me a subscribe and put the comment you have here in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to read them all.